Why do some people turn us on? Have you ever thought about that? Well, there are many theories, and I found the most compelling, most interesting of them all, and this one particularly is from Alain de Botton. He's a French philosopher and I love him. And I'm talking about people who are looking for long-term relationships, long-term partners, or a longer relationship, right? So, the evolutionary biologist has the answer to this. Well, what they say is a sexy person is a healthy person. Someone who is symmetrical, their face is symmetrical. The evolutionary biologist has studied the womb and the early years of life, and they've come up with this very interesting conclusion, and they've concluded that the one who have some sorts of facial deformity has had some sort of like a biological attack in their early years of life, in early life. Now, if you see someone who's beautiful, then that someone shows a very healthy lineage, and we are deeply attracted to them. And that's interesting, you know, like, and many times we hear the expression where women or even men say that actually, you like me only for my body and not for who I am. You know, this happens a lot in relationships. They almost take this as like an insult. But please know, it's not an insult. No, there is a very fundamental, big amount of truth in it. And I mean, you are this spirit, this being, which is enveloped in this physical body. We are present in this physical body, and there is a lot going on in this physical body. Now, which is a reflection of who you are on the inside, spiritually and physically as well. So you might wonder then, why aren't we all turned on to the same person? Now this is very important too, because we all have different backgrounds, which means we have different cultures and different mothers and different fathers. So a lot of our attraction comes down to the kind of mothers or fathers we've had. And this explains, for example, if you've had a mother who has been very strict with you or very rigid, then you tend to be more attracted to someone who's like very soft. You know, you just want to find the opposite. But on the other side, if your mother was very soft, then you are attracted to someone who's like very rigid, very chaotic, very wild in some sense. Well, it need not be true in all the cases, but there is a very, very high chances and possibility for it to be this way, for you to have the attraction which is probably the opposite. It's something to think about. So the real question we really need to ask is, what is missing in us? What is missing in us? The person who we are attracted to will contain all sorts of psychological traits which we lack within ourselves. The real message here is, don't dismiss the notion of sexiness. It's important. It's rather a very deep, fundamental reality of our lives. And there's a whole lot of things that's going on over there. We can't ignore that. And I suppose this will also explain your dilemma of why love is blind when we see couples that are so diametrically opposite to each other. And we often wonder, what are these two doing with each other, right? Or how the hell did they find such a partner? So this explains it. So relationship is complicated because it's not we are getting into a relationship or looking for a partner for some strange reason. There is a deep fundamental psychological reason behind every attraction that we have, right?